So be it, Jedi.
What's going on, guys? Back in another video. As many of you know, Bad Batch Season 3 comes out in, as of the recording of this video, about 2 weeks. So, because you know that, you've probably seen the trailer. And if you've seen the trailer, you've probably heard the backlash associated with Asajj Ventress. Now, spoilers for those that don't know, but you probably do. Asajj Ventress was killed in the novel Dark Disciple by Christie Golden. Now, this novel was based off the screenplay or the base template for what would have been an 8-part Clone Wars arc. And the way she dies is she sacrifices herself for Quinlan Vos by jumping in front of Count Dooku's Force Lightning. She is then taken to Dathomir by Quinlan Vos and Obi-Wan Kenobi and put into this pool of some kind of ichor, some Night Sister magic stuff. Anyway, she's dead. There is no context in the story that makes you feel as though she may return. So, obviously, because of that, and because of seeing her in the Bad Batch Season 3 trailer, they retconned the story, which wouldn't be the first time, and it's already been established that movies, TV shows, and video games always will come before books. So, is it really disappointing? To me, yeah, because I'm a book lover and I really love that story. But with Star Wars and the state of it in which Disney has put it in, disappointment and letdowns are pretty consistent. So, did you really expect anything else? To get to my point, what I'm saying is they've gone out and said that they're not going to retcon the story or it will coincide with the events in which we saw in the novel Dark Disciple, which could be half-truth. But mostly my concern is if they're going to bring her back from the dead, at least make it be worth it. As I've said previously in other videos, Bad Batch Season 3 is like my last hope in terms of current Star Wars projects that are being released. I love the first 2 seasons. I love the Clone Wars. I love the animated projects. So Season 3, I'm very much looking forward to. So now that they're bringing her back from the dead, I am curious to see as to what they do to justify that. I'm curious to see how the story ends because this is going to be the last season. So 2 weeks from now, I guess we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, let's hope it's worth it. The way I approach canon is if I want to believe it and it makes sense in my head and there is enough evidence in which to justify that story, that's what I'll believe. I mean, I've stated before, the sequels are not canon. For me, the expanded universe, the novels written after Return of the Jedi, is what I consider canon. So you can look at this any way you want. I mean, I feel bad for the author that wrote this book because it's a really good book. And as I said, I don't know how much really was her taking the liberty of writing the story or what was just already written out for her by the Clone Wars developers. But Dark Disciple is a really good novel. I mean, I recommend it. Like, this is really a book recommendation video, but I recommend it if you haven't read it. And it's just disappointing that a story that was very well written and the ending to a character in which we grew to kind of be attached to and seen grow and develop throughout seasons of the Clone Wars, a tragic ending to her story, and it really doesn't mean anything now. So I guess pretty much, as I said before, just to reiterate, it better be worth it or you're going to have a lot more upset fans because they're already upset by the inclusion of her to begin with. So anyway, guys, that's all I got today. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you watching. And if you would feel so kind as to leave a like and maybe a comment. And if you're really feeling like commitment, consider subscribing. But anyway, guys, that's it. We'll see you on the next one.